Can you smell that, ladies and gentlemen? Leeds United are cooking. Let's get into it. All right, guys, what's going on? My name is Ollie Ward. Welcome back to the Ollie Ward channel. It has just ended at Ellen Road. Leeds United 2, Hull City 0. Leeds United get their first 3 points at Ellen Road this season. Back-to-back clean sheets, back-to-back 3 points. Leeds United are cooking. It's only taken a few games and a couple of transfers through the door. But before we do get into the match reaction, be sure to smash that like button. Let's go for 300 likes. You know, back-to-back wins. Let's do it. Also, subscribe if you're new as well. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. And today, comment your man of the match. For me, I could have said maybe Gnonto again, Mateo Joseph. Thought Farke had a good game. Also, Willy. There's some decent candidates, so get down there and comment right now. But yeah, let's start with the game. First half, Leeds United first 5-10 minutes look good, look sharp. We always kind of do. We always start games quite well, Leeds. And then kind of for the remaining half an hour, I wouldn't say it was all Hull. I'll just say we just didn't look very good, really, necessarily. We couldn't really trap a ball. We weren't really creating anything too much. And every time we did, Hull, in fairness to them, defended well. But there wasn't too much to say about the first half. Obviously, we had a few chances. Bogle had the chance going through on goal. Nice little play. He maybe should have squared it, but then hit the side netting instead. Gnonto had a goal chalked off, which was, yes, he was very far offside. And obviously, Gnonto this morning has extended his contract for 4 more years at Leeds United. And this is exactly what we wanted from young Willy. We wanted him to, as in Willy Gnonto. I don't want you getting confused with anything else. With young Willy Gnonto, what we wanted is him to take the shirt, take the Starboy shirt. I'm here. I'm going to be the next Somerville. I'm going to be the next Georgie Rutter. And he is. He literally today played wherever he wanted to play because he's got the technical ability to. He played in the 10. He played left. He played right. There was a couple of bits he was getting in front of goal. And that's what we want from Willy Gnonto. No one, and he's you know, what I always love about Willy Gnonto is his work rate and his passion. And I really do love that with Willy Gnonto. And I thought he had another brilliant game today. Was unlucky not to come away with a goal. But yeah, the second half started. Leeds United needed to kick up their arse, and a kick up their arse they did. Mateo Joseph gets the goal in the 62nd minute, in and around there anyway. And I was just so happy for Mateo Joseph because if there's a player who's played the season so far, who probably deserves more than actually, you know, he deserves a goal. He's put in a lot of effort, a lovely assist last week against Sheffield Wednesday. And again, this week, he deserved his goal. Lovely bit of play from Solomon. And we will chat a little bit more about Solomon as the video goes on. But Solomon does well, whips it in on his left foot. Mateo Joseph beats the defender, near post finish. I love a striker's finish like that. And that's exactly what he is, a striker with striker's instinct and striker's finishing. And we need to put our sort of eggs in our basket for Mateo Joseph because I think he's going to be a fantastic addition. I'm happy he's got the commentator said he's got his second senior goal for Leeds. Isn't it his third? Didn't he get a brace against Chelsea, or am I dreaming that? Either way, first goal in the Championship, first goal of the season. Long may it continue. And then sort of after that, Leeds United were starting to cook. Yeah, Ramazani was coming on and he looks sharp. And we just started creating more and more chances. Gnonto was getting chances. We were looking decent. Hull kind of had to come out and, you know, play us a bit more. And you don't want to do that at Ellen Road against Leeds United. You don't want to come at Leeds United because they will come all over you. And and then the in the 80th minute, lovely bit of play. Leeds get out of a sticky situation. And get themselves out of a sticky situation. Lovely bit of play. Mateo Joseph puts it through to Firpo. Firpo, lovely delivery around the corner. And who else but Joel Piroe, who has lost his starting space. But we do know with Joel Piroe, he's probably the most natural finisher at the club. And look at that. He gets a goal, his first of the season. Lovely tucked away finish. Every time Joel Piroe's in front of goal, I'm quite confident he is our natural goal scorer. And yeah, happy for him. And from the 85th minute on, it was just olays from the crowd. Leeds United barely lost the ball. Ramazani had some tricks in him. Tanaka came on, looks tidy, looks very good. But yeah, a confident 3 points with Leeds, and it took us a bit of time to get into it. Granted, and fair play to Hull because they had to sit back, and then when that first goal went in, that's when they came at Leeds. And Leeds United, you don't want to do that at Ellen Road. You don't want to play against Leeds because Leeds will just outplay you. We saw it last year. We're going to see it again this year. And it's another back-to-back 3 points. I like that. 6 points in the space of a week, which is nice. Back-to-back clean sheets as well. Melee made one or two saves. It was just that Liam Miller. He's always been a bit of a decent player against Leeds United, but I thought Jayden Bogle kept him quite quiet despite him having quite a good game, Miller. And they've got a decent little player on their hands there, Hull. Let's go from Melier. So then we went Bogle. Roden, his passing's still a bit off. I always find Roden's passing still a bit off, but again, solid defensively. Same with Pascal. Firpo becoming just brilliant, isn't he? Junior Firpo. Backline was pretty solid today. They didn't really trouble us too much, and when they did, Melier was there. He was commanding, which was nice to see from Melier. Midfield of Ampadu and Gruev. I thought maybe, them two needed maybe not Ampadu. Gruev needed a bit of a, he was brilliant against Sheffield Wednesday, but when you just signed Tanaka and Joe Rothwell's breathing down your neck and these things, you need to play well. And I thought Gruev had another very quietly good game. He's just a brilliant operator in the midfield. If you don't watch it, you should watch Ilya Gruev for 5 minutes and just watch what he does without the ball. And then you'd really appreciate how much Ilya Gruev is an important player for this Leeds United side. Obviously, Tanaka can come in now. He looked very tidy when he came on. Ampadu, a good captain's performance. He gives you solid 7-8 week in, week out, doesn't he? Ethan Ampadu is brilliant again. Solomon, what a debut. An assist on your debut like that. Didn't think he was going to get that much time. I think he played for about 70 minutes, and I thought he was brilliant. That sort of sense of, I've played in the Premier League. I've played for Tottenham. I'm going to show you what's what and who's who, Louis Coyle. There was a spell of a game where he was a bit quiet, but so were the whole team. But yeah, I thought he was brilliant. And his sort of little glimpse of excellence helped Leeds United get off the mark. And obviously, it was a lovely goal for Mateo Joseph. But yeah, Solomon's going to be a key asset for Leeds United, getting back to the Premier League this season. Obviously, that is the goal. Brendan, he's starting to cook, Brendan Aronson. Fair play to him. He's starting to look very decent. And I like that, and he's working hard as well, which that's all a Leeds United fan wants. What a football fan wants. You want your players who play for your club to just run and put everything in, and that's exactly what Brendan Aronson's done. We already spoke about Willy Gnonto. I think he's been brilliant this season actually so far, and now he's got his long deal. Now we're going to see a bit more of a I'm him. I don't think he will go greedy, but I think he knows he's got ability there. And he, like I said, he was in the 10, he was on the right, he was on the left, wherever he played today. I thought he was excellent. And Mateo Joseph got the goal. Good for him. Good on him. And he deserves it. And hopefully many more to come from him. Like I said, Tanaka, when he came on, looked comfortable. Ramazani, again, looked very comfortable. Looked very skillful as well, which I love a player like that. Sam Byram done a decent shift at right back when Jayden Bogle kind of limped off. Hopefully that's nothing too long. But obviously it's now international break, I believe, for the next 2 weeks. So time to recover and no real fresh injuries apart from Dan James that did pick up something in training. And obviously Patrick Bamford's out. Shock. But yeah, I thought it's just exactly the right direction Leeds United need to go in. And obviously, we started off the season very in the transfer window. Obviously, we all wanted a 10, but the window is shut now. Gnonto new deal this morning, which was quite nice. He looks like he could play across the 10. And on paper, Leeds United have got a good enough team to get out of this league. When you start getting Ramazani more minutes, Solomon more minutes, Tanaka in the middle of the park, you got Ampadu, Pascal, Joe Roden, Gnonto, you got Joseph. We've got very good. And our bench was absolutely, miles better than it was last week. Last week, we had about 3 16-year-olds and 2 goalkeepers. This week, we had Vober on there. We had Ramazani. We had Piroe. We had Joffe, Rothwell. We had some decent additions to come off the bench, which is very good. Sam Byram and others I haven't mentioned. But guys, very good 3 points for Leeds United. Our next game after the international break is against Burnley. That's going to be a decent test. But if we can get points there, I think Leeds United will be all right this season. Guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Leeds United go marching on together at Ellen Road. 2 goals to the good against Hull City. I've been Ollie Ward. Be sure to smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheery.